Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Corridor podcast.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Anna.
In this podcast series, we discuss real-life situations that people experience in both their personal and professional lives.
Yes, and through these conversations, our English Corridor learners can learn how to express their thoughts, share opinions, and communicate confidently in English.
Exactly. We focus on practical communication so that you can use these expressions in your workplace, meetings, and everyday conversations.
So, Jacob, what topic are we discussing today?
Today, we are going to talk about a question that many professionals face at some point in their careers.
And that question is?
Job satisfaction versus high salary.
That's definitely a thought-provoking topic.
Yes, because sometimes people have to choose between doing work they enjoy and earning a higher income.
And that choice can be quite challenging.
So, Anna, let me ask you something. If you had to choose between a job you love with a moderate salary and a job that pays very well but does not excite you, which one would you choose?
That's a very tricky question.
Why do you say that?
Because both factors are important in life.
That's true.
A high salary provides financial stability and comfort, but job satisfaction brings happiness and motivation.
Very well said.
What about you, Jacob? What would you choose?
Honestly, when I started my career, I was more focused on salary.
That's understandable.
At that stage of life, financial independence was my biggest priority.
Yes, many young professionals think that way.
But over time, I realized something important.
What was that?
I realized that job satisfaction plays a huge role in overall happiness.
I completely agree.
If you spend 8 or 9 hours every day doing something you dislike, it can become emotionally exhausting.
Exactly.
You may earn a good salary, but you might feel stressed, frustrated, or unfulfilled.
That's a very important point.
People often underestimate the importance of mental well-being in their professional lives.
Yes, because work is such a big part of our daily routine.
When your job aligns with your interests and strengths, you naturally feel more enthusiastic.
And that enthusiasm improves both performance and productivity.
However, we should also acknowledge that salary matters.
Of course.
Financial security helps people manage their responsibilities and long-term goals.
Yes, expenses like housing, education, healthcare, and family responsibilities require a stable income.
Exactly.
For many people, a higher salary means better opportunities and a more comfortable lifestyle.
That's true.
Sometimes individuals choose high-paying jobs because they want to support their families or repay financial obligations.
Yes, financial responsibilities can strongly influence career decisions.
But there's also an emotional side to work.
What do you mean?
When employees feel valued and appreciated, their work becomes more meaningful.
Absolutely.
Recognition, growth opportunities, and a positive workplace culture contribute greatly to job satisfaction.
That's very true.
On the other hand, even a well-paid job can feel discouraging if the work environment is toxic or extremely stressful.
Yes, money alone cannot compensate for constant stress.
So, Anna, do you think it's possible to have both job satisfaction and a good salary?
I believe it is possible, but it may take time.
How so?
In the early stages of a career, people often focus on gaining experience and building skills.
That makes sense.
As they develop expertise and credibility, they can gradually find opportunities that offer both professional fulfillment and financial rewards.
That sounds like a very practical approach.
Yes, career growth is often a long-term journey rather than an instant achievement.
You know, Anna, after years of working, I have realized something.
What is that?
A successful career is not defined only by salary.
I agree.
It is also about learning, growth, purpose, and personal satisfaction.
Exactly.
When people feel passionate about their work, they often perform better and build a more meaningful career.
and that passion can eventually lead to better opportunities.
Before we conclude today's episode, let's quickly review some useful vocabulary words that we used in our discussion.
Yes, these words are very helpful when talking about career choices and workplace experiences.
Today we used words like financial stability, job satisfaction, motivation, fulfillment, and career growth.
We also discussed words such as responsibilities, work environment, productivity, opportunities, and long-term goals.
Try to use these words when you talk about your job, career decisions, and professional experiences.
And if you would like to review these words again, you can find the complete vocabulary list from today's episode in the description box below.
Practicing these words in real conversations will help you build confidence and improve your professional English.
So today we explored the topic job satisfaction versus high salary.
We discussed how both factors influence career decisions, happiness, and long-term success.
Now we would love to hear from you. If you had to choose, would you prefer a high salary or a job that gives you satisfaction?
Share your thoughts in the comments.
And tell us which topic you would like us to discuss in the next episode of the English Corridor podcast.
Thank you so much for listening.
Until next time.
Keep learning and keep growing.